Parliament is largely dead. If one expects a lot from Parliament, then they will get nothing. And that's why I think both New Horizon and I think New Kenya, if I'm not wrong, all said we are on our own. We are orphans. Even the constitution is for the poor. The rich can do what they want and all that kind of stuff. And you see, even I think it was Njoya who used to say, even when good people go to parliament and they are few, they get contaminated because the political parties on the whole, the ones that we have, try to recruit people who are not going to be like radical, who are not going to want radical solutions, disruption, to do things in a new way, to, basically follow the constitution, not, really be pro people. You see, they carefully, recruit, even when they recruit young people, they want to recruit them and eventually change them so that they are young in body, but old in thinking. And actually, when you look like you are very much pro people, it is not easy for most of these political parties for you to climb. And I think if people grasp this reality or this idea, then even the young people now who are going out there and saying that they want to prepare for leadership, they will have to rethink what vehicles they will use, what tactics they will use, strategies, so that they may not go there as political virgins and then get corrupted. Let me use the word corrupted. Let me not use a heavier word. So I think that's the first thing that one wants to understand, so that one doesn't expect a lot from these legislators, even as Parliament should be independent. There's separation of powers, there's checks and balances, there's all those notions within the Constitution which are not adhered to. One of the things which was asked about the originally CDF, then it was changed into national government CDF so that it doesn't belong to the MPs, it belongs to the executive. But we all know, like the bursaries, the roads, Kera, Kura, we know that the MP is at the center, of all those. And it is, and even NADCO suggests that they should, because they were challenged by the court as unconstitutional. And NADCO says that the constitution should be changed so that they become constitutional. So that actually you have an aspect of the constitution which is unconstitutional, because a member of parliament cannot implement as the executive does and then come back and be the one to enforce accountability. Even if that was to be put into the constitution, it would be like an unconstitutional constitutional precept. And I'm sure when it is challenged in courts, that would be something that should not be acceptable. But, we are in a time when things are being done which are the opposite, which are upside down. And that's why there's a lot of frustration, there's a lot of depression among the people, there is confusion, and all that kind of, stuff. Although I don't think that means there is no hope. Now, in terms of the budget cycle, it is very clear that the citizens must say what the budget is. That is, public participation is so central in terms of the budget making process. And there are cases where budgets have been brought down because there was no public participation in the counties. Even it's a concern at the national level. So this idea that MPs, can say this must be done, or the president says that this will be done, and those presidential orders and so on, those fly against, the constitution. They fly against the Public Finance Management Act. They are foreign, and they are being introduced because if, like, the president goes somewhere and then says that this will be done, and then some people believe it will be done, maybe it might be done, most times it can't be done, then this is a way of getting votes. And if an MP is part of that, the MP thinks that 2027 they are coming back. So I think what is therefore important is for citizens to know that the entire budget process, from when the minister announces that the budget process has started, the treasury that is, and reviewing what has happened of the previous budget, getting the like, if for example, let me give an example of the county, saying that from the county integrated development plan of 5 years, 1 year is picked, which is an annual development plan. And of course, all these have been processed through public participation. Then there is like the county physical strategy paper. Then there is something else they call BROB. So that all those stages are stages where the citizens are involved. And therefore, if you are a member of parliament, if you are MCA, whoever you are supposed to come and pitch what you think should be considered, and then it is considered in the fora where everybody comes. But of course, although this is what the law says, this is what the constitution says, now we are getting these bypasses that if you don't support the government, then nothing will happen in your area, and things can be changed. So that there's a supplementary budget, that is a sequel budget, where things that already had been agreed on are removed, and other new priorities come in because it is necessary to humor certain populations so that they can hopefully support some politicians in 2027. So I think in terms of now this inequality and discrimination, it is precisely because we are not following the constitution and the law in terms of the finance, public finance, and therefore this desperation of making sure that things happen in a way to simply continue courting favor and campaigning and then it's not working.